Okay, thank you, Shivani. Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you, Shubhra. Okay, so in today's session, we'll be so you not me. You will be completing two experiments related to water jug problem. So this problem we have already discussed twice or thrice in our session related to optimization using breadth first search, depth first search, and other approaches. So, what is the problem on internet or in different books? You might find different problems. For example, in the problem that we have discussed in a book, there were two jugs, one with a capacity of 4 liter, sorry 5 liter, another with a capacity of 3 liter. And what was the challenge? Without using any measuring equipment, there should be a 4 liter water in a 5 liter jug. So on internet or in other books also, you might find similar problem with a different capacity. Like the problem that right now you are seeing on a screen, it says that there are two jugs, water jugs, one with a capacity of 4 liter water, another with a capacity of 3 liter water. So what's the requirement? Without using any measuring equipment, there should be 2 liter water in a 4 liter jug. So it doesn't matter what the problem is. Again, the solution remains same. So here we are supposed to apply different rules to start with and then to start and end with some solution. So here that they are saying that first fill 3 liter water in one jug, then shift the 3 liter water from jug 2 to jug 1, which is having 4 liter capacity. Then again fill it, transfer the water 1 liter, transfer water in first jug. Sorry, now the first jug is full and second jug contains only 2 liter water. Then they are saying empty the first jug and transfer the second liter water from second jug to, sorry, 2 liter water from second jug to first jug. It's done. So they are saying use these rules, but this is not the only solution, and this is a manual solution. But they are saying that write some algorithm. So to find the solution. So how can we write the algorithm? So first we need to write some rules. So these rules already we have studied in a classroom. Let's revise these rules. What they are saying initially, both x and y uh, jugs or the X jug is, let's say, having a capacity 4 liter and Y jug is having capacity 3 liter. They are empty. So in that case, rules means what we can do. The what we can do is rule one says if jug X is not full means what? The amount of water is less than 4 liter, we can fill that jug. Similarly, for if jug Y is not full, that is capacity, if the amount of water in jug Y is less than 3 liter, we can fill that jug. Next, it says that we can transfer some water from jug X to jug Y. Next, we can transfer some water from jug Y to jug X. It says we can empty jug X. Rule 6, we can empty jug Y. Rule 7, it says that what? We can transfer the complete water from jug. We can transfer the complete water from jug Y to jug X. Next rule says that we can transfer the complete water from jug X to jug Y. Then it is saying that add some water from jug X to jug Y, add some water from jug Y to jug X, something like that. And next is like if jug Y contains 2 liter water, transfer it to jug X, and so on. So these are simple rules. So these rules are predefined. So now we are supposed to select one of the rules in a coding. So which rule should be selected, how to select and all. So there are many ways. So then how we can implement it? So we have seen two ways. One is breadth first search and second is depth first search. So how breadth first search works? It says that okay, we'll start with level 0, that both the jugs are having 0 liter water. So now which rules can be applied? Now two possible rules can be applied if both the jugs are having only 0 liter water. Either I can fill first jug or I can fill second jug. So these are two possible ways. So what then if we are selecting this way, this rule, That is a 4 liter water in jug 1, 0 liter water in jug 2. Now three possible rules can be applied. First, one is like I can fill the second jug completely. This rule is what? I can empty the jug. But again, we are moving back to original condition. So we can skip this thing. Third is what? Shift the water from jug X to jug Y. So I can shift 3 liter water because capacity of jug Y is 3 liter. 1 liter remains. Similarly, over here. And here what we are doing, we are selecting one children, completely exploring it, then select second children, explore it, third children, explore it, and so on. And ultimately we will reach to a particular solution. Now here, this breadth first search, we are selecting one children, exploring it, we are selecting one children, identify its all possible children, explore world children, identify possible children, then explore previous children, and so on. So this strategy, BFS, we can implement using stack. This strategy, BFS, we can implement using stack. It means this is first node. Children of these two nodes are added. Then take this node. Sorry, BFS is implemented using queue. BFS can be easily implemented using queue. Sorry for saying stack. It can be easily implemented using queue. So take first children, take initial state, add two childrens, then take one children, explore it, add the childrens in a queue, then take another children, explore it, and so on. So basically, we can go according to stack or queue. You can identify easily that whether we can go with stack or queue. So basically, we need to explore these things, and ultimately, you will reach to goal state. So breadth first search. Opposite of breadth first search is a depth first search, where let's say this is the initial start. We can select. Now we know there are two possible children. We'll select one children, identify its children, select one children, work on it, and so on. So here we can say that okay, this is one children. We push two children on stack. Then we select topmost children, explore it, add all childrens on a stack, select one children using pop, and so on. Let's say and eventually you will reach to goal state. If you cannot reach, you will trace back, select another children, and so on. So the here, if your state is 3 comma 0, which rule you can apply? You can select from here that okay, if state is 0 comma 3, it means what? Which rule you can apply? 0 comma 3 means what? First is empty, second is full. So if y is 3, so if y is 3, which rule can be applied? So you can select from this set of rules. So for that you can write a logic. It's not a big deal. Sample codes are available on many websites, but I strongly recommend you guys, please do not take those sample codes as it is. Try to do some changes and then submit it. Any doubt, class? What to do here? So you are supposed to implement it using breadth first search as well as depth first search. Then jug capacity, you can go for 4 comma 3 or you can go for 5 comma 3. There is even 8 comma 5 also. So whatever capacity you want to use, you can select to implement your problem. Then when it comes to language, the language is also up to you. You can implement it using C, C++, Java, Python, Prolog, whatever language you want, you can implement it. There is no consent. The only thing is you have to implement the code and submit it along with output. Any query, class? Any query or any doubt? Anyone? No? Okay. Since you don't have any query, I'll stop the recording.